Welcome to East Tennessee Pinball. Today I'm going to try to fix this scoop. This is a scoop out of a Deadpool, and it's broken. So you can see those two little spot welds, and yeah, they just broke off. And this is actually the second one of these that is broken in the last 2 months. So this is a game out of the Token Game Tavern in Knoxville. And so I'm gonna, instead of buying a third one, I'm gonna try to just weld it back myself. I think I can. I won't do any worse than this the job that was done on these last two anyway. So first thing I'm gonna do is there's little remnants of the old weld on there, those little nubs. And they kind of fit in the old holes, but not really. It's wobbly, so it doesn't fit all the way flush. So I'm gonna grind those two things off of there so it's basically flat. Get it set down there, get a little small clamp to hold it tight, and probably do some booger welds because I'm not very good welding. But like I said, I won't do any worse than this was. Hopefully my weld will hold at least. It won't be pretty. Well, my air compressor just cut off, so I can talk. And so I got this little cheapy pneumatic grinder, and I'm gonna try to rub those off of there real quick, and then we'll get to the step of weld. All right, so I got the ground off. The locusts are going nuts out here tonight, pretty loud. So get a clamp the two pieces together, pull out the welder, and see what I can do. Well, that little C-clamp I had fit pretty good. So I'm gonna start by just maybe tacking on the back there. And so I probably wanna get a pretty good bead there and as much as I can underneath it, because you know the ball's hitting this, so it's wanting to fold back. So that seam right up in the front of my thumbnail there is the one I really want to get. It's going to be kind of hard because this other one's in the way, but as much as I can get, I'm going to try to do that. I might try to put a little weld there. The more I can get, the better, because my welds are not very good. I may do a little practicing here just on the side, just to kind of adjust the settings on it and kind of get it tuned in for this particular thickness of metal. Like, again, I'm not very good. I can't just dial it up and make it work. It's liable to burn a hole or to be popping and everything else. So for y'all that know how to weld, y'all see how crappy that is. I burned a hole in there. I was just doing a little test section there. And so I'm gonna turn the voltage down a little bit and maybe do another section up here, see if I can do a little bit better before I weld where it really matters. Well, that's a pretty sorry looking weld, but that's actually fair for me. I haven't chipped anything off, but yeah. So I think I did get some penetration. I don't know. It looks pretty sorry. It looked better when it was glowing red. I did get it hot. I think I got it penetrated. I don't know. A lot of y'all probably weld a lot. Well, certainly some of y'all weld a lot better than I do. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this a little bit on the underside here. Gotta be careful not to touch it when I'm using my phone, because I can't see where my finger is really. Right there and right there to keep this thing from trying to pry back. That's gonna be hard for me to do, but I'll give it a shot. It's just a junk part anyway. If I totally screwed up, it's not really any loss. I'm gonna do one more thing before I do this. I'm gonna turn my welder up just a little bit. I turn it down quite a bit. I turn it down like 3 notches, and I'm gonna turn it up 1. All right, so that's a pretty ugly mess. Kind of monkeyed that up there. I may have to knock that down. I think that ball actually rests right in there, and I got a big lump on it. Got some slag on the inside of there, but I think it's stuck together anyway, which is more than I can say for the original one. You know, like I said, yeah. So it's had a month of plays, so it's probably had. I wouldn't be surprised if it's had 1,000 plays, but 1,000 plays for this, you know, not good enough. Got to be better. And that's just, like I said, this second one in 2 months to break, brand new. So and the other one broke also. So the other one was actually had so many plays, the back part of it had just kind of sprung back, so it wouldn't trap the ball well. So I replaced it. It was not broken, but it had just bent over time, this whole thing just kind of got sprung, and it wouldn't eat and hold the ball. You'd hit it and it'd just wobble around and not catch the ball. So really kind of not crazy about doing this, but not crazy about putting in another one and swapping it in another month either. So I'm gonna let this cool down. Maybe see if I can knock that little ridge off. If not, I'm gonna have to get the wheel of death and cut it off or do something. So I went up that little bump there with the wheel of death, and then a little bit with the flap attack, and hit that with the flap attack just to kind of see if I got any penetration at all, and not, well, I couldn't get it ground on the corners because I couldn't get the wheel in there. The wheel is too big a diameter, but where I could get it on, I think I did penetrate it. I think it's going to stick. It looks really ugly in there. I can't do anything to clean it up to even really see what I've done. A lot of crappy weld, but I think I did get a little bit of it stuck. Anyway, I think this is going to be stronger than the original. It's ugly, but for the most part, well, not just for the most part, all you're going to see is that. You'll see a little discoloration, but actually it's like that. And yeah, so this is not the prettiest Deadpool anyway. It's probably got, I bet it's got 30,000 plays on it. So I'm gonna try this, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just order another new one and hope it doesn't break. But I'm kind of wanting to not do that because I want to put something in there and have it keep working. Well, I went up to Token and installed the scoop, and it seems like everything's working. It's held up a few games. I've played a couple of games and it was doing fine. So time will tell if it holds up. Anyway, if you liked the video, click like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.